there's still more of this comedy cavalcade of losers. Mike Pence officially
this guy
announcing his
like Christie's race running. I get it, kissing up to DeSantis. I do not understand what the fuck Pence thinks he's doing.
I was laughing today. I saw like Mike Pence at Pizza Ranch, which is
Pizza Ranch.
Pizza Ranch is this horrific
classic
Iowa like pizza campaign spot. And I was laughing because like all the people around Pence are probably like regular Republican operatives, and they're like, okay, Mike, if you really want to do this, there's a bunch of like terrible, like demeaning shit you have to do. You have to go to all these terrible restaurants. Like, I'm sorry, but the first place we have to go to, it really sucks. It's really, they just make horrible, like stapler filled pizza for idiots and fatsos called Pizza Ranch. And Mike Pence is like, oh, I fly there every week to eat there. I love it there. It's my favorite restaurant. He is the only guy who like maybe is doing this just for the experience. Like he is the one guy who just enjoys all the stupid. Yeah, he loves all the stupid Iowa stuff.
Oh, I get to go to the state fair for free.
Yeah. Finally. Mike, it's really bad. You have to eat pork chop on a stick, and he's already taken one of those out of his shirt pocket.
He eats the stick too. Yeah, a majority of Republican voters believe that the 2020 election was fraudulent, which means that Mike Pence is an enemy of the people. He was the guy who could have prevented that injustice from occurring, and he decided not to. Where's your constituency? It's baffling.
Well, I mean, Politico has a piece out that like it says why Mike Pence thinks he has a prayer in 2024. This is for Politico, and basically, like the article seems to lay out that like his campaign strategy, his plan is pray really hard, and it says here that he and his
how is that different from what he normally does?
Yeah,
like I presume that's a guy who prays hard all the time.
It says here he and his team believe there is a path, but seeing it does, to a degree, require a belief in the supernatural. It says here, Pence's theory of the case is based on a mix of divine intervention and a Rube Goldberg machine-like series of events. It goes like this. Trump and DeSantis cancel each other out in a murder-suicide pact, and Pence steals the evangelical vote in Iowa away from them both, as well as Nikki Haley and Tim Scott, who are vying for the same slice of caucus goers. It says here, for Pence, there are worse things than being the underdog. He counts as his favorite movie Hoosiers, the 1988 basketball film about a small-town high school team led to an improbable state championship by a washed-out college coach. And, they talk to his friends, and they're just like, yeah, he's not looking at the polls. He's praying. He's looking at the Bible right now, and, that's what he's focused on, and he really thinks he's going to, I don't know, I don't see this.
I mean, he's notoriously like a stupid guy. Like I remember when he was in the House in the Bush years, he was noted for being the Republican who would go out and interview and just sound, just not dumb politics dumb, like just at like a guy you met in the street. You'd think, what is your job? Do you work at are you a greeter or something? I don't understand how you could function in an employment capacity. So, yeah, he's probably just vibing. I mean, he was on the verge of losing his reelection as governor of Indiana when Trump gave him the lifeline. And so I think he's vibing. God has carried him this far, and maybe he'll carry him a little further.
Yeah, there is probably a very obscure Bible verse that he's using to justify this whole thing.
I'll tell you, actually, it's at the very beginning of the Politico article. It says here, if you want to understand why Mike Pence believes he has a shot at winning the presidency, it's best, friends and advisors say, to look at the framed parchment Bible verse he's kept on his fireplace for more than 20 years.
Oh, God. Yeah, and it's not it's not one of the normal ones like David or Solomon or Mark. It's like a Buzziah or something. One of those bullshit ones where God gives a guy a yak and kills it.
It's a verse from Jeremiah, and it was a gift to him from his wife. And the verse is, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." That's what's on his mantelpiece.
Is that from the fucking Remedial Bible?
God, God has plans for you to prosper. Just he's stacking your paper every day.
Well, I mean, we don't really need to wish him luck. He's already going to have a great time. Even though most of the people that will see him will want him executed or think he's already dead. And he's a hologram.
I'm not voting for a hologram, sir. You can't trick me again. I already voted for Max Headroom in 1988. I was assured that he had a chance in the electrical college.
Like shaking hands with voters at the Iowa Pizza Ranch, and they're all just like happily shaking his hand, and then he walks away, and he's just like, damn, they made these holograms solid as hell. It felt like a real hand. That's amazing. But I'm still,
I believe those are called hard light holograms.
Hard light holograms, yeah.
Red Dwarf.